Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth. You are highly welcome to this channel. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to like this video and do not forget to share this. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the cost of moving to the United States. If this is what you are interested in, then let's get right into this. I've had a lot of people ask me, oh, how much did it cost you to move to the US? How much does it cost to move to the US? To be honest, there's no specific price. There's no specific cost, to be honest, because it varies depending on what school you are attending, depending on what exams you need to write. But in this video, I will be breaking down everything you need to pay for to move to the US. The first thing is your international passport. A lot of you already have your international passport, but there are some people who want to begin this journey and they do not have international passport yet. So one of the fees you'll be paying is for your international passport. Okay, it varies between countries, to be honest, and I do not know how much it costs in other countries, but in Nigeria, the last person I spoke to concerning this said they got theirs for 50 or 55,000 naira. So international passport is something you will need to pay for. The next thing you'll be paying for is your transcript. When it comes to transcript, we have two types. We have the official transcript and the evaluated transcript. To be honest, the official transcript is way cheaper than the evaluated transcript, but you can't decide this. This depends on the school you are going to and what they need from you. Okay, so when I mean the official transcript, this is when your school, that's the one in your home country, is sending directly to the school you will be attending in the United States. Okay, so this differs also. There's no specific price. It depends on how much your school is charging for this. I attended Bowen University in Nigeria and it costed 25,000 naira. When it comes to evaluating your transcript, you have to pay a fee for it as well. There are two bodies I will recommend: WES and Educational Perspective. WES is the popular one and just few people know about Educational Perspective. A lot of people do not know about Educational Perspective, but they are very good, just like WES, and it is way cheaper and easier for me, to be honest. I personally use Educational Perspective and it wasn't an issue. I know of someone who just used Educational Perspective recently and it was seamless, to be honest. I will be breaking down how much it costs to evaluate your transcript using WES and using Educational Perspective, but I'll be looking down to check the figures so I don't make a mistake and give you guys wrong information. Okay, when it comes to WES, we have the WES Basic and we have the WES ICAP. So for the WES Basic, they are not going to send your transcript to the school for you. But if you use the WES ICAP, which is recommended and what you actually need, they are going to send the verified copy for you to your school. Okay, so the price for the WES Basic is $170 and the price for the ICAP is $217. It doesn't end there. If you want them to keep sending to different schools, there are additional costs for that. That is why I said WES is more expensive than Educational Perspective. On the other side, Educational Perspective, when it comes to Educational Perspective, the cost for Educational Perspective is $195. Okay, but there is an option called digital recall. This helps you send your documents by yourself electronically to the institution. It doesn't mean that, oh, you are the one sending it. It shows that it is coming from Educational Perspective direct to your institution. It is a secured site, but there's a cost for that. It is $35 and you can do it over and over and over. You can send to any school and you don't have to be paying $35 over and over. You don't need delivery fee to do that. Okay, so you see, Educational Perspective to me is seamless, but a lot of people do not know about this. That's the cost for, you can do any one you want, but that is the cost for Educational Perspective and that is the cost for WES. Another fee you need to pay for is application fee. It is mandatory that you pay application fee before you can apply to schools. it is very possible for sometimes to get a waiver for your application fee. Sometimes some schools just say from this period to this period, if you attend our webinar, you get a waiver for your application and all of that. So, or sometimes you can reach out to the department to ask them if they can waive the application fee for you. So it's possible that they can waive the application fee for you, but most of the times you have to pay application fee. So there's no specific price for application fee. Okay, there's no specific price for application fee. It ranges from like $35 and above. It's been a very long time I saw application fee for $30, but I know of $35 and above. In fact, most of the ones I know of are like $50, but starting from $35, you should be able to see schools and pay your application fee. Next fee you'll be paying is the service fee, and it costs $350. Is a mandatory fee that has been imposed by the US Department of Homeland Security. So you can't not pay it. You have to pay the service fee. Service is used to monitor and track international students and visitors in the United States. So it's compulsory, and there's no how you can come into the US without paying your service fee. And usually you need to pay your service fee before your interview date, because they would ask you during your interview if you've paid your service fee or not. After your service fee, another payment is your visa application fee. Your visa application fee is another compulsory fee you need to pay, and the cost for the visa is, the application fee is $160, and this is a standard. But how much would you pay in your home country differs because of the exchange rates. Different countries have different exchange rates, but in dollars it is $160. After your visa have been approved, the next thing you need to pay for is your tuition fee. Very important. If you got a fully funded scholarship, you would not have to pay a tuition fee, but if you did not get that, you would need to pay a tuition fee. So there is no specific price for tuition fee, as this varies from schools to school. Okay, so generally on an average, the tuition fee for a year ranges from $30 to $60. That is for a year, and for a semester between $15. Did I say $30? Ha! It ranges from $30,000 to $60,000, and for semester it ranges from $15,000 to $30,000. I know you're already converting $15,000 to see how much it is in your currency, and you're asking yourself already, how am I going to pay this? Do not worry. There is something they call payment plan that you do not have to pay at once. You can pay like monthly and all. It depends on how the payment plan in your school works. I know most schools have payment plan. My school has a payment plan. Most schools have payment plans, so you do not have to pay all of it at once. You can sign up for the payment plan and pay your tuition using that payment plan. Also, health insurance is also a fee you will need to pay, to be honest. Even sometimes when you get fully funded scholarship, you will still pay health insurance. Sometimes they cover like the whole health insurance, sometimes they do not. For me, they covered 79% of my health insurance, so I still pay some money for my health insurance. So most of the times health insurance is attached to your tuition, so they just attach everything and you pay it together. I do not know about other schools, but most of the times they add it up together and you pay while paying your tuition. Next thing will be your travel expenses. You need to travel to the United States, and that will cost you money. But the truth is that there's no specific price to how much it costs, because it varies on what airline you want to use, what time of the year are you traveling, from what country are you traveling. So all of these factors matter. So there's no specific price. It depends on what is available at that time, but that is an expense which will cost you money. So the last on my list is living expenses. A lot of people used to forget that after you've arrived in the abroad, you will need to pay money, right? You will need to pay for a lot of things like your accommodation, food you will eat, your transportation, even textbooks in school. But a lot of people forget about that. Accommodation is another thing you need to take into consideration, right? You need to pay fees to get an accommodation, and it differs from state to state. In big cities it is more expensive, in smaller cities is less expensive. So I can speak for where I am. I stay in Omaha, Nebraska, and to get a comfortable apartment will start from like $700, and that might not even include utilities like water, like lights, internet, and so on. So you see, it depends on states. A state like South Dakota, for example, would not be as expensive as Omaha, where I stay. So it varies, to be honest. It varies. So you should know that you will need to transport yourself. In some states there are buses which are free for students. In some states they do not have that. You should know that you need to feed yourself, you need to eat. Very important. Without life, what is school? So you need to eat. It is very important. You need to buy things like mattress, cookwares, and all of those things, okay? And you also need to buy like textbook for schoolwork, and there are some textbook you can't do without in school. You need to have those textbooks to be able to participate in that class. So you should put all of these things at the back of your mind. I'm saying all of these things because some people forget that this is part of what it costs for you to move to the US. It is very essential that you think about your stay, when how you are going to stay, how you are going to settle when you come to the United States. So guys, this is the end of the video. I hope I've been able to break down these things to your understanding. If you have any questions, if you do not understand anything, you can drop it down in the comment section and I would give you a reply. I will answer you, okay? Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Please do not forget to like this video if you haven't liked it, and please do not forget to share them with your friends and people you think will be interested in this, okay? Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in my next video. Bye.